This video was sponsored by you! Because we now have a Ko-Fi, so you can drop us $1 if you want to support us that way. Or not. It's your money and your decision, and we respect that. There is only one red Kokka bird on screen at any given moment. But why? The reason is pretty interesting. Basically, you have the VRAM here. You can draw anything into any of these 32 VRAM pages. Pages 16 to 1A are for the drawing area, and 1B to 1F for the display area. During the course of one frame, the display area is shown on the television screen, while the drawing area is being, well, drawn. When the time of one frame has passed, the contents of the drawing area are sent to the display area, and the cycle begins anew. There are many ways to put graphics into the drawing area. The simplest and the most common one is copying a piece from some VRAM page and placing it into some coordinate in the drawing area. Most graphics work this way. The obvious drawback is that while the copy operation is fast, you've got to sacrifice a lot of VRAM pages for graphics, even if you don't need them during the frame. Prime example here are the comma pigs. These 6 pages are used by the pigs alone, but if the game needs any number of pigs to the draw area, you can just pick and place as many unique ones as you want. Besides the VRAM pick and place method, there are 2 entities in the game that do it differently. Tomba himself and the Red Kokka Birds. Red Kokka Bird's graphics are stored in a compressed form in memory, and whenever the game needs a new frame for the bird, the processor must fetch the proper data from RAM, decompress it to somewhere in memory, and then read that data and place it into the VRAM. This takes time and processing power, but the trade-off here is that only this small spot in VRAM is needed for the Red Kokka Bird. Much like with the frame buffers, the left one is the Kokka Bird being drawn, only to be copied to the right, from which it will be eventually pick and placed into the frame buffer's drawing area. During the beginning of the game's development, perhaps the developers didn't quite know which method to use for the sprites, and only ended up using the other method for the Red Kokka Bird before scrapping the idea in favor of the classic approach. It is a legitimate concern after all. Do you use more processing power so you can have more things in the VRAM? Or do you put a lot of things in the VRAM you don't even necessarily need, but at least have them quickly available with no overhead? Thanks for watching. Join our Discord and follow us on Twitter, you know the drill.